तुम्हारी आमद की रौनक तो देखो, चारसू रोशनी ही रोशनी के झरने बह रहे हैं. A very good afternoon to all of you present over here. I, Bindya Tikku, on behalf of Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust, feel honored to welcome you all on this historical event of Chette De Lari down through the memory lanes. By Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust, this is an attempt to highlight the poetic contribution and literal wisdom of Kunwar Viyogi, an internationally known Dogri writer who through his writings took forward the legacy of Dogra literature and traditional ethos and carved out a niche in the world of literature. I am reminded of H.W. Longfellow's quote, "Great men stand like solitary towers in the world of God." And this stands true for both Kunwar Viyogi as well as our worthy chief guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Jammu, Professor Manoj Kumar Dhar. Sir, a heartiest welcome to you to Chette De Lari, a festival to celebrate Kunwar Viyogi. या कुंदेंदु तुषारहार धवला, या श्वेत पद्मासना, या वीणा वरदंड मंडित करा, विशेष जांड्या पहा. Or I say, it takes great faith in the unknown to investigate the darkness within. And to do that, the first thing to do is to seek blessings from the power goddess of knowledge to bestow us the light within, to recognize the darkness and move towards enlightenment. So please put up your hands together for a Saraswati Vandana by none other than the daughter of the soil, Vanshika Jaral.
वरदे वरदे हे मां शारदे, कलुष भावना मन में नाए, सकल जगत को सजग कर दे, सकल जगत को सजग कर दे. तिमिर सिंधु हर ले, हे माँ जगमग सकल ये जग कर दे, जगमग सकल ये जग कर दे. पथवालोकित हो सब जन का, पथवालोकित हो सब जन का, सत्य मार्ग को ही अपनाए. वरदे वरदे हे मां शारदे, सकल हो जीवन और आचरण, सकल हो जीवन और आचरण, विद्या का अभिमान न होवे, विद्या का अभिमान न होवे. वरदे वरदे हे मां शारदे, विद्या बुद्धि का हो समागम, सकल जगत को सजग कर दे, सकल जगत को सजग कर दे. सुर लय ताल के संगम से, सुर लया ताल के संगम से, पूरित हो सबका ही जीवन, पूरित हो सबका ही जीवन. वरदे जगत को सजग कर दे, सकल जगत को सजग कर दे, सकल जगत को सजग कर दे।
Kunwar Viyogi Trust, as the name suggests, is an organization that has been working day in and day out to take forward the legacy of Kunwar Viyogi in promoting, propounding and also innovating the Dogra literature, for which it has been continuously providing platform to young talent associated to Dogra literature in various aspects and forms, and is pacing up with changing times to add up innovation to better the outreach of promotion of Dogra literature. And to know how they do it, let's have a glimpse of KVMT Films.
Literature knows no barriers. Language knows no boundaries. The craft of a craftsman is unique. His ability to create a masterpiece is his own. He knows no rules. He makes them. He knows no horizon. He paints it. For he is the one who creates history, and his creation is immortal. Such an artist was born on September 4th, 1940. His contribution to the nation has been as immersive as his contribution to literature.
कुंवर वियोगी जो है वो स्वयं एक लेखक ही नहीं थे, उनके अंदर एक विचारधारा चलती थी। तो उन्होंने जब भी जो भी काम किया बड़े लाइवली ढंग से किया, बड़े जीवंत तरीके से किया और दिल खोल के किया। उनका एक एक बंद जो है वो एक एक महाकाव्य कहता है।
A soldier of the Indian Air Force, Group Captain Randhir Singh took on to writing at a very impressionable age of just 13. With his pseudonym Kunwar Viyogi, this laureate has been crowned as the father of Dogri sonnets and has been awarded by Sahitya Academy.
जितनी सॉनेट हिंदुस्तान में कुंवर वियोगी ने डोगरी में या उर्दू में या हिंदी में लिखी हैं, उसका मुकाबला कोई नहीं कर सकता। और इतनी ज़्यादा लिखी हैं कि ये मुझे लगता है अगर कोशिश की जाए तो ये विश्व रिकॉर्ड बन सकता है।
His masterpiece, Ghar, a journey of society and relationships, ran into 238 verses.
एक टुकड़ा मैं रोटी मंगा सोनेगी एक नुक्कर, एक पल मंगा मुस्कानेगी इस धरती दे ऊपर, पैर एक मंगा रोनेगी गड़वा एक शराब पर छांबे विच डुलन दर्दा इये जी कर।
With a humble attempt to resuscitate Dogri language, Kunwar Viyogi's contribution is priceless and timeless. Founded in his memory is the Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust that endeavors to promote and preserve the history of Dogri language through literature, art, culture, education and innovation. A platform to give back to the roots what you gained from them. Taking inspiration from Kunwar Viyogi's belief that talent deserves to be nurtured and shared with the world, the Trust offers scholarships in the University of Jammu, Literary Award in association with Dogri Sanstha and Talent and Innovation Award among other initiatives. Come, join the movement. Let's preserve our heritage. Let's protect our roots. Let's give back to the world the gift of Dogri. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust.
ये कितने सितारे हैं झिलमिल रोशन यहाँ, इनकी नजर तो कोई उतारो. We are delighted and honored to have a galaxy of eminent personalities as our guests today, and as goes the Indian tradition, Atithi Devo Bhava. Let's welcome all of you in a formal way, for which I would request Professor Sucheta Pathania, Head of the Department of English, University of Jammu, to present a formal welcome note.
Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Manoj Kedhar, Ms. Poonam Jamwal, Founder Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust, members of the Trust, faculty members, scholars, students, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all. I still vividly recall the day that I first announced the initiative taken by the Trust to institute a research scholarship in the Department of English as a heartening step towards a fruitful and long-term academic association. Little did I realize that how prophetic my words would prove, as today, after a span of 4 years, I again speak of our academic association as a mark of mutual commitment towards the students and scholars of the region. The world today, however, is very different, and among other things that were affected by the pandemic, pedagogy has been the one most transformed. The classrooms metamorphosed overnight into digital spaces. It was a future thrust upon the present, and after the initial hiatus, the academia not only picked up the challenge, but also proved equal to it. Under the able guidance of the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, the academic and research scape of the university has undergone a transformation that has enabled an uninterrupted imparting of teaching and research activities through various digital platforms. Kunvar Viyogi Trust, in its characteristic futurist style, adapted very well to the change, this function being a testimony to their adaptation, and this is only the latest amongst a string of such events since the last year. Their online events and programs kept the students and scholars engaged even in the hardest of times and provided a synergetic amalgamation of creative and academic activities. Kunvar Viyogi Memorial Trust has moved forward with its inclusive vision to rejuvenate the Jammu culture holistically in all its aspects. It has successfully brought to the fore music, culture, theatre, and folk of Jammu. One of its thrust areas has been Dogri literature and language, and the trust has made major strides in promoting both through its fora. English, being the lingua franca of the world, has been recognized by the trust in its potential to provide a global platform to the regional literature. As such, the trust has been organizing student and scholar-oriented activities in collaboration with the department incessantly. These activities were aimed at not only providing academic avenues to the students, but also giving them platforms for expanding and honing their creativity and imagination. The trust also ensured an impetus to the research activities by introducing merit scholarships for the students and scholars. It has also provided support to the budding artists, poets, and writers in its effort to showcase the talent pool of Jammu internationally. As I have come to know of Kunvar Viyogi, he was an exceptional man and an equally exceptional poet who, in both these embodiments, transcended class, caste, milieu, and even culture to articulate the universal within the particular, a hallmark of true poetry. He innovated, experimented, and contributed new forms, thus making a substantial contribution to Dogri poetry. The trust seems befitting tribute to his all-encompassing soul. Miss Poonam Jamwal, along with her team lead, deserves a big round of applause for showcasing Jammu and Dogri all over India and nourishing and nurturing young budding talent and scholars. I wish her all the best in her endeavors, and the department will always support the academic efforts of the trust. Thank you.
I will now put up a humble request to KVMT Chairperson.
Honorable His Excellency Vice Chancellor of Jammu University, Professor Manoj Darji, Distinguished Professor and Head of English Department, Dr. Pathania, respected faculty members of English Department, Jammu University, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, congratulations to Dr. Pathania on becoming head of English department, Jammu University. I'm looking forward to interacting with you, ma'am, and to take our various initiatives in promoting English and Dogri languages to the next level. The trust is of the opinion that to promote each of these languages, there has to be synergy between English and Dogri department of university. For this is the only way that we will be able to take our Dogri language outside the state and around the world. I want to thank Vice Chancellor for giving us permission to set up a Center of Excellence of Languages in the university campus. The trust will ensure that this center comes up at the earliest and provides the necessary impetus to students, teachers to come out with fresh, innovative research in both the languages. And for this research, we will provide international quality equipment inside the center so that the international level of research is achieved. In spite of the fact that the COVID-19 has disturbed our ecosystem, we are able to meet virtually and discuss various initiatives that are in the pipeline. I hope we will be able to do this function on the university campus next year with COVID-19 behind us. And thank you so much.
इन ज़मीं के सितारों को और ज़रा चमकने दो, इन ज़मीं के सितारों को और ज़रा चमकने दो, आजमाइशें रहने दो, आसमां खुले कर दो. As said earlier, KVMT provides a platform to young talents, so let us call upon the podium a young student, Garima Singh, to present a paper showcasing the life and contribution of Kunwar Viyogi.
Hello everyone. I am Garima Singh, currently pursuing MA English from the Department of English, University of Jammu. Firstly, I would like to thank Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust for imparting me with this opportunity, which led me to dive into the realm of the poetic treasure they have to offer. Kunwar Viyogi ji, born Randhir Singh Jambal, is widely regarded as the father of Dogri sonnets. He is credited with penning down 600 sonnets in Dogri, Hindi and English, and is the only Indian Air Force officer to have received the Sahitya Academy Award for his long Dogri language poem, Ghar, in 1980. His other major works include Pehliya Banga, Rosary of Sonnets, a collection of 365 sonnets, and River Sage, a collection of 45 sonnets. Today, I am going to highlight the representation of women in Kunwar Viyogi ji's sonnets and poems. Before starting with my analysis, I'd like to mention a quote by Malala Yousaf. We can't succeed if half of us are held back. Kunwar Viyogi ji in his sonnets and poems has presented women in different forms, taking different roles and pioneering them all with equal grace and dignity. He gives a voice to women who are confined to the walls of their home and the society. In his verses on daughters, widow remarriage, and love of women, he gives them wings, asks them to fly high, and celebrates them as they are. In his sonnet, My Daughters, he has presented women to be beautiful creations of God, a source of blessing for a family. We live in a society where the birth of a daughter is seen with a frowning expression. We all are aware of the evil practices like female feticide against women. These evils, though now a crime, are still practiced in several parts of our country. And moreover, what is actually required is not only the legal condemning of such actions, but a thorough acceptance. An acceptance which we readily give to our sons, but scarcely to our daughters. In the sonnet, Viyogi ji writes, 3 fairies while asleep, while awake 3 restless souls. He calls his daughters fairies, and he changes the narrative around a girl child of being a burden, as he considers his daughters to be fair extensions of his soul, like fluttering, singing, chirping birds. These words add so much life to the sonnet, as well as to the portrayal of women in it. Women here are not looked as objects, but as birds who fly high in the sky. Towards the end, the father feels melancholic, as he thinks that his daughters will leave him eventually. It seems as the daughters who are right now oblivious to this reality of their lives and what they have to face ahead are free like birds, constantly pestering their father with their inquisitive questions. But the father knows they will soon leave him to meet what the society demands from them. In another sonnet, Mother to an Infant, the poet shows the woman as a mother and the ample amount of love she has for her child, the number of sacrifices she makes, the struggles she faces on a day-to-day basis. The poet says, "Oh, hold your winsome cries, do not cry, and let your mama do her household chores." Here, the mother very affectionately asks her child to behold his cries so that she can quickly finish off her work, which will gather dust otherwise. This sonnet speaks of a woman as a mother who has the duties of looking after her children and taking care of the house. She does all this, accepting nothing in return, and is ever ready to give all her affection and love to her child. Woman as a mother is also shown in the sonnet Lullabies, where the poet finds the mother's sweet lullabies as a gateway to heaven. Dreamy, so full of love that one forgets their troubles and totally engrosses oneself in a world of peace. The poet says, "Is lullaby of mother full of dreams, but tangible and lovely to her seems." A mother is the strongest and the most selfless form of a woman. A woman gathers in her so much courage that she becomes the epitome of strength and selfless affection. These sonnets and the sense behind them feel like an appropriate tribute to the universal motherly courage of a woman. While reading his love sonnets, like Life is Fair and Moon and Lovers, we also see woman as a companion, a soulmate walking along the man. One gets a sense of equality, the way he presents and places women, wherein he always gives her a status high and risen and never below a man. Without her, a man's life is colorless and never the same, and he finds grace, love, and the soul of his life in her. Here, in these sonnets, she becomes the representation of the speaker's love and desire. In one of the verses of his poem Ghar, Viyogi ji compares the love of a man and woman, saying that a man's love is largely physical, while a woman has utmost patience. It is with love, courage, and affection that she keeps a child inside her for 9 months, feeding it her own blood, but a man only curbs her down and limits her to the boundaries of home. The poet in the verses says, "औरत भी गर्भा चलइये, सींचे रत्तू कन्ने, मर्द छड़ा भी रोइये, उसकी छोड़ी दिंदाकार." In another verse from the same poem, the poet takes up the issue of widow remarriage, which is still considered to be a taboo in our society. He calls out to the young widow who is now left alone physically and emotionally. The home where she had been brought as a newly wedded wife, now without her husband, feels claustrophobic to her, almost like a prison. In these verses, the poet says, "ता मैं आँखां तोड़ जंजीरां और बसाइले कार." The poet asks her to break free the chains of the society, their opinions, the thought, "Oh, what would people say?" Break them free and settle down somewhere else, a place she can call hers, where she feels human again, where she can live her life, which has come to a standstill. The poet here, in a very unconventional way, brings out the topic of widow remarriage and asks the woman to live her life all over again. In another sonnet, Love of Women, the poet very boldly talks of womanhood and explores woman's sexuality by presenting a woman in love with another woman. The poet says, "I left them in my childhood, youth, and now. I left them more and myself for the spleen." This world denounces this as sin, but how lovely, enchanting, heady is this sin. The speaker begins by saying that she has always loved women and had never known how not to. As she grew, her love for herself and the women around her grew even more. The world considers this as a sin. Religion doesn't allow it, but the woman who is experiencing this herself finds it lovely and enchanting. The speaker is well aware of the consequence that she will have to face once she answers back to passionate calls of the women she is attracted to. In lines which are very beautiful and symbolic in their own way, the speaker says, "Like one who loves roses must beware, that under tender leaves thorns do lurk." The speaker here implies that her love doesn't come easy, She has to bear the pain of the thorns and the stinging of the bees to enjoy the beauty of the rose and the taste of the honey. It seems as if the love between women is like a war where a woman has to fight for one moment's pleasure and a lifetime of shame and punishment. The speaker in the ending couplet invokes God, addressing him as Father, and praises his work, his creation of woman and womanhood. You made them, Father, and your work is good. I love you, Father, and your womanhood. The end here is not as simple as it sounds. The speaker here puts a question in our mind, that how something created by the Almighty be wrong, that too a sin. A woman and her womanhood are all creations of God, a part of Him, a reflection of Him. The poet, here while talking of women's sexuality, also talks of women liberation from the shackles of the society. A woman, in all her forms, is considered to be very dear and special, bringing in their own charm, which is always to be cherished and never to be frowned upon. It's because of Kunwar Viyogi Ji and his beautiful and insightful sonnets that the narrative and representation of women has changed from being all subservient to independently standing on their own. These sonnets and verses looked together seem like a celebration of womanhood and fills one with respect, love and admiration for women and the poet as well. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is the time to meet the scholars, and for that I would call upon the podium Professor Monica Sethi.
Good morning. Greetings to everyone from the Department of English, University of Jammu. The Department of English shares a close association with the Kunwar Viyogi Trust. Although this association is a nascent one, it goes back to just 4 years, but it is a strong association, strong relationship, nevertheless, with the department, sharing the zeal of the trust for the promotion and preservation of Dogri language and culture. I would also like to state here that the University of Jammu truly appreciates the efforts that the trust has been making towards the preservation and promotion of Dogri language and culture. It has done a remarkable work in this area, and closely connected to this, I would like to share also is that the Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust, in association with the Dogri Department of Dogri here at the University of Jammu and the Department of English, has instituted 3 scholarships, namely Kunwar Viyogi Merit Scholarship, Prem Jamwal Kunwar Viyogi Merit Scholarship, and Kunwar Viyogi Research Scholarship. These scholarships are awarded to meritorious students from the Department of Dogri and Department of English. So far, these scholarships have been, 2 scholarships have been awarded to the toppers of the MA English program of the university, and a certificate of merit and appreciation has been awarded to a young poet from our department. I'm happy to say this young girl has published a book of her own, a book on poems. So, but unfortunately, that young poet has not been able to join us today due to ill health. But the other 2 scholars and the students who have been awarded this merit scholarship, they are with us. And I would now request them by turns to share with us, how this scholarship has been helpful in their academic pursuits, and how they plan to, or rather they are contributing towards the promotion of our local language, towards the preservation of this culture, because the youngsters with us, on you rests this whole responsibility of the preservation of our culture, that in this invasion of the Western culture, Western language, we do not lose touch with our indigenous culture. So I would first of all request Simran, who was awarded this merit scholarship, who was a topper of our department, to please share how the scholarship received from the trust has been helpful in her academic pursuits. Simran, please.
Thank you, ma'am. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Kunwar Viyogi Trust for granting us the scholarship. And the trust has taken a great initiative for giving the scholarship not only to the students of Dogri, but also to the students of English, because we are much involved in English literature only. So we don't get time to read or learn about Dogri literature. But after receiving the scholarship, it is only after receiving the scholarship that I got to know about many books that were there. And the scholarship that the trust gave me, I used it in borrowing some books. I bought a dictionary of Dogri language as well, because there are certain words that we don't understand. Although I am a Dogra and I'm quite aware of the language, but there are certain words that we cannot decipher. So for that, I bought dictionaries so that it would be easy for me. And they also gave a book by Kunwar Viyogi ji, that is a Rosary of Sonnets. And that is also a very interesting book. So I read that also. And I bought a few books by Padma Sachdeva ji and other writers also. So I have added certain books of Dogri to my library. So as we are engrossed in our own research and English only, so it was a very, refreshing and it was a very new experience for me to read about Dogri literature. Although I found it a bit of things really difficult, but I'm trying to learn it. And as of now, I'm planning of writing a paper also based on Dogri literature or a comparative analysis of Dogri or English. So this is how I used the scholarship, and afterwards also I plan to do it. And one of my sister-in-laws is also doing her master's in Dogri, so I also suggested her some of the books, and I also motivated and inspired her to pick up her research and do some good work in the field of Dogri. So as we say that charity begins at home, so being a Dogra, it is our own responsibility to popularize and promote the language. So we can do our own bit. So I have just tried to do it in my own way. So yeah.
Definitely, Simran, that has been the purpose of this scholarship, and that is the aim that the trust, strives to achieve, that this touch with the local culture, touch with the local language is not lost out. We are all, we are familiar with the local language, but somehow, unfortunately, we are not using the language as much. We are not reading about it. And I don't know if both of you were there. Marvi was there, perhaps. I don't know. We also organized a poetry competition, all the scholars from our department who were writing, and then we had readings of Kunwar Viyogi ji, his books, and just the aim was, and I think so, our students and scholars, they were not familiar with Kunwar Viyogi ji's work. So that workshop, we had a one-day workshop that went a long way, in popularizing, familiarizing, I would say, our students with his work. We read out his verses, and then and also it helped, encouraged our students here to be writing, and they read their own poems, and we read his sonnets. It was a wonderful experience, and we hope to continue with that. So moving on to Marvi, I would ask you also to share your what you have been doing after receiving the scholarship.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Marvi Salathia, and the scholarship that I got from Kunwar Viyogi, I'm really thankful to them as well as our department for giving me this opportunity and providing me with the scholarship. The scholarship has really helped me, and it has also helped me to know more about our culture, the Dogri culture. Like ma'am said, I wasn't even familiar with Kunwar Viyogi and their work. So after I got the scholarship, I also got to know about Kunwar Viyogi ji and their works, the sonnets that they have written, and they are, like ma'am described, they are very beautiful and they are so lovely to read, and they have got so much of things that we need to learn from them, the culture that we have, the culture that we need to preserve and to shift it forward. So likewise, since I'm also working in a school with pursuing my PhD, so there also in my school, I just the things that they had given us, the sonnets that they had provided, I also used some of them in the morning assemblies that we conducted, and also wanted to spread the things like how beautiful such things are, and they needed to be known by many people. All of us should be familiar with such things that are there, and we need to preserve it, and further we need to show people that there are so many beautiful things in our culture also. So that was the main motive for me to spread the thing to other people also. Until and unless we know about certain things, we cannot be sure about them. So when I know of something, I'll be telling it to other people also. So that is the main motive of spreading the things, of spreading the writings of Kuvar Viyogi ji, and also translating them into certain languages. Like we have our English language, we can translate it into our language, and we can use all of these things in our own research work that we are doing also. So that was the main motive. So this is how I use the thing that they had given me.
That's wonderful, Marvi, that you have been able to, incorporate and, promote and popularize these poems, Kuvar Viyogi's texts. If you have been able to, transfer them to the young children you are teaching, that's a wonderful work that you are doing. And we expected this only from all our students and scholars, to be taking this forward. If the youngsters at that stage, they are, if you could generate an interest in the youngsters, that's a wonderful thing that you are doing. I congratulate for you. And that is, that is the quality of a scholar. And like Simran also said, her sister-in-law is working in that area, and she could, exchange thoughts with her. So that's a wonderful thing. That is what we exactly want, this language, this culture to be spreading, more and more people getting interested towards it. And with this, I wish you both good luck. Best wishes are always there, and keep doing this wonderful work. Stay committed to your roots and, true to yourselves. Thank you so much.
खुदा तुझे उरूज ऐसा अता करे कि रश्क तुझ पर ये दो जहां करे, तू हाथ उठाए दुआ के लिए तो भी खुदा खुद तेरी दुआ बने. Towards the finale of this gala meet, we request our Honorable Chief Guest Professor Manoj Kumar Dhar, Vice Chancellor, University of Jammu, to please share his valuable words of wisdom.
I feel extremely happy that Kuvar Viyogi Memorial Trust is organizing a function to felicitate the students of Department of English of University of Jammu. It is really heartening to see that the Kuvar Viyogi Trust is making all-out efforts for the promotion of Dogri language and also for preservation of Dogra cultural heritage. In this regard, University Council has recently approved establishment of a Center of Excellence in Dogri, and at present we are making sincere efforts to establish the center as early as possible. I am deeply impressed by the excellent work being done by the Trust for the promotion of Dogri and Dogra cultural heritage by blending the tradition with modernity. The efforts like these are essential in not only preserving our language and culture, but also strengthening cultural identity. Since last several years, the Jammu University is closely working with the Trust, Kuvar Viyogi Memorial Trust, and besides organizing the annual seminars, the Trust is felicitating the student achievers of the university with awards and fellowships. Continuing with these activities, recently the Trust has come up with a proposal to set up Kuvar Viyogi EdTech Hub for Excellence in Languages under the aegis of Jammu University Center of Excellence in Dogri. I wish to compliment the Trust for such a wonderful initiative, and I am hopeful that the University of Jammu and Kunwar Viyogi Trust will work together for the enrichment and promotion of languages, and the proposed EdTech Hub shall provide the required platform to do so. I wish to congratulate all the students who have been awarded the scholarships and fellowships, and hope that they will continue to work towards the development of Dogri language and preservation of Dogra culture. Jai Hind.
And here we reach the culmination of this gala event of celebrating Kunwar Viyogi, and we extend our heartfelt gratitude to all of you for being with us on this occasion of celebrating Kunwar Viyogi. Mere word of thanks won't be enough for all your support. We thank you again from the bottom of our heart. Thanks a lot for being with us.
Sa